There's 5 C's when it comes to having a lasting relationship. That's character, chemistry, communication, compatibility, and consistency. Let me explain. Character is most important. That's why it's up first. That's going to tell you who you're getting into a relationship with, whether they're a good person or not. Making sure you align yourself with someone that has a good character from the start is key because that means they're going to be loyal, they're going to be honest, they're going to be dependable. And once you take care of that, once you make sure that you chose a good person, then you really won't have to worry about much other things in that category of, character. Second on the list, because I am going in order, is that chemistry. Chemistry is just as important as character. All of these things are just as important as each other, but I'm going to go in order for a reason. Because chemistry means that it's a spark between you two. That means that it's something that you both decide it's more than friendship and you want to see where it goes with each other. And I put chemistry right behind character because sometimes you can be a good person, but the two of you have no chemistry. So you want to make sure that there's a spark between you. The chemistry you two share will ultimately determine how good the romance is and how good the sex is and how good all the intimacy is because you just connected. And chemistry is something that can't be faked or can't be taught. Like, it's a natural connection with the other person that it's either there or it's not. So after you've made sure that you've lined with someone that has a good character and you guys have amazing chemistry, you want to make sure that you're keeping your communication up. And communication is where most couples mess it up because it's like, okay, I have an authentic character, we have a dope chemistry, but y'all are not talking. And when I say communication, I'm not talking about just, regular conversation. I'm talking about relationship key point communication. Like, what are your goals for the relationship? Are you guys going to be serious? Is it going to be casual? Are you going to be monogamous? Is it going to be open? These are things you need to communicate about. Like, what are your deal breakers? What are the things that are you just not going to put up with? What is the one thing that they can do to turn you off? What is the one thing that they can do to keep you turned on? What bothers you about them? What makes you happy about them? What do you wish they would start doing? What do you wish they would stop doing? Like, you just need to have that door open for communication. And the more you keep that door open for communication, the better the relationship will be because there's no secrets between you and everything is out on the table. Plus, the more you communicate with each other, the better the intimacy will be because that is the best way to get to know each other is through talking. So even after you've made sure you chose someone with a great character, after you've made sure you guys have amazing chemistry, after you've done all the communicating in the world, this C is the one that you won't know if you have with each other until you're actually in the relationship, and that is compatibility. Compatibility means how you two work with each other, how you're aligned with each other through life. Because you can have amazing sex, you can have the best conversations, they can be a good person, but sometimes it just won't work if you're not compatible. Sometimes you could have all the recipes for a good relationship, but it still won't work out because the two of you are not working together well. And you'll know if you're not compatible with someone because y'all will argue all the time over little shit. Your habits are different, your lifestyles won't connect and align with each other. And sometimes we confuse the chemistry with the compatibility. The chemistry is the natural part of it. The chemistry is the attraction. The compatibility is the work. And I say compatibility is the work because that is something that you can work hard and strive towards because you can work on becoming more compatible with each other through communication. But ultimately, from what I've experienced and what I've seen, if you have all the other factors but you're just not compatible, you'll either have to break up or be miserable. So if you have a good character, you have amazing chemistry, you have great communication, you have compatibility, the roundabout thing that you'll need to keep your relationship happy and healthy is consistency. What is consistency? Consistency is keeping it up and staying on top of all the other C's. So if you've got a good character, you have to keep being a good person. If you've got this sexy chemistry, you got to keep that spark alive. If you've got good communication, you got to keep that door open. And once you've knocked out all the C's, you don't just stop doing all the things that it took to get the relationship to that point, to get it healthy and happy. You want to, keep it up. I've both seen and been in relationships where everything else was there except for the consistency and they let everything else dwindle away because they got lazy. And not just lazy. Sometimes it's comfort. Sometimes we get comfortable in our situation to where we think we don't have to try and work for it anymore. It's like your first few months of the job, you coming in early, you picking up shifts, you going above and beyond because you want them benefits, you want to be a good employee. But once you get comfortable and you feel like you got job security or you in a union and your ass can't get fired, it's like, fuck that, I'm calling out. I'm coming late. And that's where we fuck up because it's like no matter what you're doing, there's someone else that can do your job. There's someone lined up ready for an interview like right now. Unemployment is like being single. Like everybody wants a job, everybody wants a relationship. So if you've got this good dope person, you better stay consistent and keep them. So I think I covered the gist. Following those 5 C's, it's almost impossible to have an unhealthy relationship. You keep that up and you'll be happy. 5 C's for relationships: character, chemistry, communication, compatibility, and consistency.